Hello everyone. I figure it was time to check in and share where we are at with our documentary on homelessness in America. First, in case you didn't know, I began this project last August when a tent city here in Minneapolis sprouted up and it just exploded. They called it The Wall, and I documented its progress, its growth, the management, the city's response, and the community engagement. I also documented the stories within, those of the people moving here, why they did so, how they got here, and what their hopes and plans are for the future. Altogether, I'm using the story of The Wall as the heartbeat of this documentary series examining homelessness in America, the causes for its recent rise, and the best solutions to solve it. Okay, so that's the project. Now to catch us up to where I am today. In addition to covering the action at The Wall, throughout the fall, I also interviewed several professionals in the field. And to do this, I set out for other cities. In December, I drove all the way down to Houston, where I interviewed their Coalition for the Homeless President. Houston's culture is quite different than Minnesota, and even more so than the West Coast cities where homelessness is at a crisis level. I went to Houston because they've cut their homeless population in half in the last 7 years, making their numbers of homeless less than the Twin Cities, while being a metro area roughly twice the size. So I investigated what they've been doing. I also spoke to the homeless there and in Dallas, where I also interviewed professionals. And on the way there and back, I spoke to Middle Americans about their thoughts on this issue. Soon after returning from this journey in mid-December or so, the Wall Tent City came to a close. Emergency shelters had been completed and the residents were moved there. Now this also marked the last time I've spoken to a couple I've been following all throughout the saga. Earl was the first person I interviewed back on August 15. I would visit him and wife Kat regularly, who updated me on their search for housing, their battles with addiction, and they even opened up to me about their relationship between themselves and their young children.
When I tell him he shouldn't do and should do is when he comes at me sideways.
Now with the close of these stories, I've now been working with my editor cousin Krista and shaping the first episodes of this series. We've drafted episode 1, and while she's finalizing it, I'm currently outlining episode 2. And this brings us to today. Being this is the first project I've done like this, I'm always encountering new hurdles. With that, I want to thank you for your patience with this project, and I want to thank those who've donated to this effort. Our GoFundMe broke the $1,000 mark, and this channel's Patreon brings in about $60 a month, which we really make stretch. We're looking at about a 5-part series that we hope to premiere by the end of winter. This is our first video update, but from now on, I'll be recording regular such videos to keep you informed of the progress. So stay tuned, subscribe to this channel for these updates, as well as other videos we release. Do comment with any questions or feedback, donate to help keep this channel and this project going, and thank you immensely for all your support of all kinds. Bye.